Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 46-degree Wednesday, the 20th of November. Look at this. I don't think any part of this was supposed to happen. Nice little breeze. Well, I tell you what, all that wind and all that rain, unless there's a little bird running across there. Unless the leaves weren't even close to ready to being pulled off the tree, they're all gone now. I'm here to tell you. Last night coming home, it looked like a war zone out there. All the pieces of limbs and all the fir trees, them limbs will snap off of there and they fall down like a torpedo, But, yeah, crazy. So anyway, feels nice out here now. And not raining, that's very good. And we're gonna head off to work. So y'all come on along. Let's see what we can conjure up today. 47 degrees today in Ventulo. The parking lot is packed today. Yeah. The sun brings them out.
Yes, it does.
It's crazy. That was it was an everything ride today. It was heavy wind, bright sunshine, pouring down rain.
Yeah, the only thing we were missing, I think, was snow.
Yep, if we had some snow mixed in there, it'd have been the whole thing.
Yep, we would have had it all.
That was crazy. It's quite windy.
Yeah.
Midway through here, it's just looks like a light breeze here, or it seems like it. But anyway, we have made it to hump day.
Yes, we have.
Might as well go in there and see what they got laid out before us.
Yes.
All right, hope the sun hangs around.
I know, it. I'll take that.
Yeah, the parking lot being full all of a sudden is a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Mama, I'll see you as the day goes on.
All right, love you.
All right, love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye now.
Bye.
A 2024 Spyder RT Limited in for its first service. Did that thing have enough miles on it? I don't know. It's awfully clean. But anyway, he also complained. He has the TFT, better known as the CarPlay, but there's actually a whole bunch of updates that's being done when you do that as well. Software updates for the TFT, the cluster. But anyway, that installed that, and he said he was getting a throttle and brake codes that were popping up on him. Well, hooked it up to the computer, and he had like about 8 codes that were going on. They were all voltage related, and the throttle and brake were voltage related. Interestingly enough, one of the codes says possible solution is to jump start the vehicle. I guess because usually where it's throwing the codes is the battery is dropping below a threshold voltage, and that's triggering. It's basically shutting down the CAN bus, and it can be random what gets thrown off. And even another one, oddly enough, was showing erratic VCM error. Remember the Sea to Sky did that day. That was kind of weird. But anyway, so you have a 6-month if you read your warranty. Please read your warranty on your motorcycles. I read my Harley stuff, even though it's pretty much the same every time. I always read it. You never know when something's going to change. See what your warranty is. So it's got a 6-month battery and tire warranty, I think is what it's called. And he is 9 days from that 6-month battery and tire warranty from running out. So good thing he brought it in, because kick a light on here. He has that Haiju battery in there, and it's testing bad. Imagine that. And I noticed he had the tender lead was all clumped up and zipped behind the pouch. So I need to make sure he's putting that thing on a tender. Ultimately the best one is an Optimate one. They just do such a good job. Not that the other ones may not, but the way they keep the health of the battery good, it's crazy. I've had almost 11 years on batteries before. So anyway, we're tuning up. I guess we can turn the light off. Tuning up a genuine Yuasa. Look at how low the amperage is going into it. I mean, I just hooked it up before I turned the camera on. So they'll usually stop around 0.4, 0.3 sometimes. Kind of a telltale thing that this charger does. If it goes to 0, and say you hook it up, and the thing, like I've had like Spyder batteries and Haiju batteries that it's taken like 17 amps. I'm like, I'm wanting to, step away, like, can that thing handle that? That's crazy. But anyway, I'm like, yeah, this thing's gonna take forever to charge. And you look, about 20 minutes or so later, and it's showing 0.0 amps. It's done. And usually the tester says that too, because sometimes the health is low, like almost critically low, and sometimes using that BMW charger, because of the amperage and that it throws at it, can kind of burn them back to life. And but they go to 0.0 amps, they're done. You're done. Just sell the customer a battery, or in this case, he's under that warranty. So the service manager's not here. He's on vacation this week. I think his birthday was last weekend or something. But anyway, he's not here. He's got his phone turned off, which is very wise. And they're all sweating it up there. Finally said, let it go. I hate to charge a customer for a battery that he doesn't need to pay for, and the warranty's there, so they, just called a thing and says, let's do it. It's clearly under warranty. You have 7 computers on these things they all want a piece of your battery when it's just sitting there in your garage. When you're not using it, plug that thing in. What I'm finding, the Optimate 1 actually does a fantastic job, and it's a bit cheaper. The nice thing about it, and if you've seen, I've got a lot of those running around inside there. For the Harleys and stuff like that, I definitely use the Optimate 3 because it's 800 amp, and I think the other one, oddly enough, I think the one is like 700 amps. What's the difference, But they plug into the wall, so you don't have, the power lead going from the charger to the wall, and then you got another lead it's the business end that plugs into the bike or vehicle or whatever you're plugging it into. It has this little brick, you plug it into the wall, and it has a nice long cord. That's the 350, the GT 650, the Himalayan, the Grom, that 3200 watt generator from Polaris. What else? I got several things. I got quite a few of the Optimate ones, and they do a fantastic job. The Himalayan and I guess for that fact, the the Classic 350, they all have a decent sized battery, not a great big honking, YTX 24 like these things take. But them Haijus, man, it's not if, it's when. I've had people come in here that they're like 2 years old and they're just now having battery problems. But I'm thinking, because and nothing, nobody leaves the label on there. It's just telling me that since he's had this thing, he hasn't been charging that battery. And the fact that it lasted this long is long enough for the first service to be done is pretty amazing. They don't last long. A lot of times they never leave our store. They don't make it because it sits on the floor. We're not always charging them sitting on the floor. When you walk through here, you don't see tender leads on all of them. Tenders hooked up to them. They all have the leads. We put them all on. Use a Optimate, ideally, charger. so let me continue on the service on this thing. Hope I can get this ride in without getting soaked. Look kind of funny going down the road with the flags down. All right, let's do her. Let's do it to it, Sonny Pruitt. Parking brake has been released. And it was so sunny this morning when we got here. Partly cloudy. It was looking quite nice. Boy, I don't know. I could get wet on this one. We'll make her a quick run through. So he's got all the Apple CarPlay. Got a nice new freshly charged even. It was mostly charged anyway. It just needed a top off. Yuasa battery. Codes cleared due to the Haiju battery, or just a bad battery in general. And of course the Apple CarPlay and TFT cluster update. It's got a new lease on life. Wow. It's been a hot minute since I've ridden a Spyder, it seems like. This is some kind of comfortable. Relaxation on wheels. Look at that. That's a rarity. Oh, had some trees fall down in the park. Kind of unusual with the tires on this thing. All the tires were 2 and 3 pounds over pressure. I don't know how those guys get away, people in general, with the tinted windows. I mean, it hasn't been that long ago since you wouldn't make it across town without getting ticketed. And I mean, they're just riding. They're so tinted. They're just black. But what do I know? So I made a note about using I always name specifically Optimate, because I've got years and countless amount of chargers used over the years. Plus, this person hasn't a clue where the heck they're going. Try not to get the pine needles all over everything. Look, everything is blown down. They got well, you guys seen it last, well, I showed you a little bit last night. Oh my lord. Oh no. No, you haven't seen it. I just realized I didn't turn the video live. I can't believe I've done this again. I get out of sequence like that, and I always turn them live before I leave. But last night my body said you need more sleep than the video. So I got up early this morning, finished it off, and uploaded it, but it wasn't ready for prime time at the moment. Oh no, I gotta go home and turn my video live. So I apologize for that. So, I told you the quad lock stuff should be here Thursday or Friday. It's still sitting in New Jersey. There's no updates from there. And as usual from Quad Lock, they're using DHL as a partner, but it's using a U.S. Postal tracking number. And I haven't had any problems with that. It said 2 to 4 days. I ordered it Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, somewhere in there. Well, they, you know, the computers processed the order, but they physically processed the order at like 5 in the morning on Monday, and then you know, the shipping label was created, and then it left there to another place. I think it's Newark, where they're at, or where the parts come from anyway. But anyway, then it went to another facility, and it says it's waiting for I just push the mode button there. Dadgummit. What a knucklehead. Features unavailable. I can't get out of it while I'm driving along here. I guess I can get the statistics screen up. There's nobody behind me here. Boy, I bumped one of the switches when I went to the turn signal. Got people rolling. Hey, there's old Rick. I caught you out here. Caught you out here on a rainy day. Fantastic. And yourself?
Doing great.
Very good.
You got my M&M shirt on already.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got your nice hot cup. Yeah, it can be whatever you want it to be.
That's right.
Well, good to see you out here roaming around.
That might couldn't see anybody.
Yeah. Very true. All right, well, you take care, Rick. Thanks. Oh, dang. Out there with this hot cup of joe and roaming around. Fall day. It's not raining at the moment. Looks like I might even get lucky and not even get a dribble here. Yeah, actually gonna, yeah, he's gonna turn. So I figured these folks trailered this thing in, but when I got it up on the rack, it was already warm. I really didn't pay attention to it. They brought it down to me, and I put it on my rack, and I let it sit there, and I, because I seen it when I came in and parked. So I put it on my rack, and it was only up there for, I don't know, 5 minutes or less, and the fan cycled. And I going, oh, it was so pretty and clean. They must have lived close by or something, or I got lucky getting here. But yeah, it was already warmed up. You know, it's funny about those batteries, those Haijus, even when they're brand new out of the box, we have no way I can do an old-fashioned load test, and that kind of tells you something. But you need to know the health of the battery, and the health immediately. It doesn't matter whether I use the BMW, the Polaris, the Honda, a Yuasa, any of those battery testers, every one of them immediately tells you the battery's bad and replace it. And the health, I think, is determined somehow by the internal resistance of the battery. When I heard, you know, I've never really looked into why. We've always had the tools that told us the health of the battery, and I didn't really question why. That boy must have been racing around in his minivan. You know what I see is minivans with a parent, half full of kids, or at least one kid. There usually is multiple kids, and they're flying down the freeway, just cutting and whipping like some kid in his brand new, you know, Civic Si or something, you know. Like, what in the world? And they all have these, you know, stickers and stuff on the back. This one does definitely not seem like a family type thing of stickers, so, but it's like he's very probably political of some sort, probably, who knows. Anytime now, light. But yeah, I had the craziest thing coming back from Mount St. Helens. I think, I was on my Yamaha Venture, non-royal. I got the base model, and I was coming. Look at this Toyota, just right on my butt. You guys see him right in the mirror there, couldn't you? I hope, if I was pointing the camera right. Any closer, and we've been swapping white and red paint. But I was probably at Johnston and Ridge, Coldwater, or whatever it was, up Spirit Lake Highway, and I was coming back down, and I was going by I think it's the visitor center. It's called the Forestry Center Visitor Center, and this minivan just like pulls out in front of me. And I'm like, dang, and it's going super slow. And there's this one stretch that goes straight downhill. That's the one where you can, when you're leaving, you can look off to your left. You can see Hofstad Bridge and the old visitor center that's some kind of a church now. But it's a long straightaway, so I see they got kids and stuff in there, so I very safely passing, and I get about halfway around him, and I hear that old minivan go woo woo. He just floors it. I'm going, oh my God! So he's not letting me complete the pass. So I drop a gear or two, and I just, that old Ventures, them things haul butt. So I just blast it off, and I get down, and it's this long sweeping, almost a complete U-turn type sweeping left-hand turn. Mind you, I'm coming off the mountain, not going up. And so anyway, I'm like, what the heck? And I look back, and the minivan can't take those turns like that. Oh, I don't know if that thing's got any nails in it. Gotta split something like that. A board in the road is nasty. How many times have you guys looked and it's got nails sticking up? Plywood pieces, I've seen that too. Hot dang, look at that, he rode to see the sky. Hi there, see the sky with your little bra on. That's very nice. Keep all the important riding areas all nice and dry. I often wonder one of those, get in the heat of the summer, it'd be nice to just flip that thing up just to keep the sun. Man, you go in to have something to eat or take a break somewhere, and you come out and you can't sit on that thing for 20 minutes. But anyway, so you go through that, and it kind of sweeps to the right, and now you're heading for the Hofstad Bridge. You can see it, it's really cool, and you can see the bridge way down there. And so I'm figured the van's gone. Well, I look back, and here's this van closing on me like I'm sitting still. I mean, I'm like, what in the heck? He's got kids, and the kids aren't in the seatbelt. They're running down the aisle of the van and stuff. And I'm like, geez. So I'm like, and he's coming. So I just keep my speed. I look down, and I see the nose of a state patrol vehicle sticking out off to the left. It's a famous, used to be when it was really a lot of traffic going up there, the famous hot spot for them to wait for you to come along and speed down that bridge. I guess that was pretty common. So I roll off. I'm going whatever the speed limit was. I want to say it's like 50 or 55 through there. That van blows by me. He had to be going 100 miles an hour. And the woman in the passenger seat is double flipping me off through the window. And I'm like, oh, sweet justice is about to happen. Well, at first, the van goes by, and I think, God dang, it's just somebody pulling out, because there's like trees, you just see the nose of it sticking out. Oh no. It was a stater. He come flying out, and that guy didn't hesitate for a second. He just went to the shoulder, the guy with driving the van. And I walk by, and I honk and give a big okay to the police officer. Can you imagine road raging just because a motorcycle passed you, and you were going at least 10 or 15 miles an hour under the speed limit? I just went, and I was going around, and all of a sudden, whoa, and I floored it and left him, because I figured this is going to be weird. If you do that, I'm going to have to follow you all the way down the hill, nuts. But beyond that crazy story, look at this, You ever notice sometimes the colors just saturate better with a little cloudiness? Beautiful Spyder. It's gonna be all dialed in till next service is 9,300 miles. So technically this is a customer wait, but it says customer needs by the end of day. So he's probably running around town or something. Maybe it's a work drop on. Who knows? I don't know the circumstances. It's got a cool name. It's my brother's name. I'm trying to find a safe, not so wet area to cross over here, and looks like this might be it right here. And look at the fall color still there. Must be a nice little warm spot right there. Too bad all those fir trees and other little mutt trees are all gone. Makes it look very empty. That'll shock me for quite a while when I come up that hill to come out this way. Man, I could just plop my butt in the seat of this thing and do this for the rest of the day. Can I make an how many hours I got left in the day? Can I make it an extended test ride? I'll pay for the gas. Yeah. Lots of fall colors still. Man, it's almost all gone. Our area with all the windstorm and everything, that just flat took it out. But thanks for coming along on a 24 Spyder RT Deep Marsala. Isn't that what they call it? Deep Marsala Red? I think so. It's beautiful. Alright, the winds are kicking up. I need to get her inside. Well, hello there, YouTube. Dry all the way home.
Very nice.
Very nice. Stars in the skies out there. It's quite nice, actually. Go all summer, don't think about it.
Yeah.
You get in the wintertime, go excited. Got a dry ride home.
Yeah, it was a dry time.
The crazy, right after I was done with that other Spyder, I had a second Spyder come in that just getting a key program, had one of those high shoe batteries and it's throwing all kinds of codes and everything else. So I did at the last minute a quick battery swap, and he happily went off. So it was a Spyder day today. I didn't film any of that stuff. I was already running. Kelly goes, "Are you even gonna make it on time?" Getting out of work, you know. Need to know whether she needs to wait for me to come up or go ahead and clock out. But anyway, it was decidedly not a slow day today. That was very nice.
Very cool.
Mom was doing her searching for parts and what happened to them and who did it.
I know it. Never ending.
Yeah. But anyway, now we're going to roll.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful Thursday or Friday.
All right. Appreciate you watching.
Yes.
See you tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
Bye-bye now.